Day 3 of the NFL Draft is upon us, and we are going to be live, myself, producer Rolly, here in just a few hours. So join us at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time, 10:30 a.m. Central, as the Bears will pick first at pick number 103. It's going to be a blast. We'll be live for a while today, so subscribe and join us here in a few hours. Coming up, I got a Day 3 mock draft, and we'll take a look at some of the top players available. Welcome to Day 3 of the NFL Draft. I am Harrison Graham. You're watching Bears Now by Chat Sports. Thought I'd cook up a quick Day 3 mock for you guys before the real shebang comes and goes today, and then the NFL Draft will be in the books. So let's dive into it here. I think a solid pick to start Day 3 of the draft, Luke Wypler, the center out of Ohio State, 4th round, pick number 103. Listen, a lot of centers have come and gone, but Wypler, for me, was a Day 2 quality pick, and he's still sitting there going into day number 3. We saw Ricky Stromberg go on Day 2, obviously, John Michael Schmitz, and who am I forgetting? Joe Tippmann went, Juice Scruggs went as well, and Wypler's still there. He fits the athletic profile of what the Bears would like to do with that center position. Good RAS score. He can move, which is important in this wide zone scheme. I think he could be a starter down the road, if not as a rookie. I think he'd probably be a backup as a rookie. Needs to add a little bit of strength, I think. Dane Brugler says that Wypler is a sawed-off and will be force-fed his vegetables as he adapts to the NFL power, but his above-average athleticism and handwork help him stay in position. He is ideally suited for a zone team and projects as an NFL backup with potential to be more. And I think that's right on the money. I think early on he'd be a backup with starting upside in the future, and you find that in the 4th round. I think that's pretty darn good value. Bears pick at 103. He's Tom Downey's 102 overall player. I think this could make sense to start the 4th round. Who should the Bears draft at number 103 overall? Maybe they trade down to try and get back that 5th round pick they lost in the trade up for Tyreek Stevenson. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. KJ Henry, round 4, pick number 133, the edge out of Clemson. Athletic profile, that's kind of been a theme for the Bears so far in this draft. 6'3", 6'4", 250 pounds. I think he's big enough to play in a 4-3 scheme. You need help on the edge. That's something you really haven't been able to address yet. I would expect the Bears to sign a veteran edge rusher after the NFL draft at some point, maybe a Yannick Ngakoue, but getting a young piece or two on Day 3, maybe an Isaiah McGuire ends up being an option, but KJ Henry here I think would be pretty good at the end of the 4th round. Brugler had this to say about Henry, says he isn't the biggest or fastest and isn't built to be an every down impact player in the NFL, but he plays with burst, hustle, and know-how to break down the rhythm of blockers in different ways. He has the tools to compete for a sub-rusher role as a rookie. Former 5-star recruit, never quite lived up to the billing at Clemson, but the upside is certainly there. He's got the athleticism. We'll see if NFL coaching can help him reach his potential. But again, I think you get to Day 3, you find these talented type of players that may not have reached that status in college, and you hope you can coach them up in the NFL. Round 5, I'm going to add a running back here out of Pitt, Israel Abanikanda. If he fell to 148, that'd be pretty damn good value. I think he had 20 touchdowns last year for the University of Pittsburgh. I think getting a running back on Day 3 to add to this rotation makes a lot of sense. Obviously, you've got Khalil Herbert, Deontay Foreman. Travis Homer's not going to give you much as in terms of a runner. He'll give you some in the receiving game, but Abanikanda could be a guy that gets carries as a rookie. You could dump it off to him some as well. He's not good in blitz pickup. Like as a pass protector, that is not an area of strength of his, but that was true for Khalil Herbert his rookie year. He's gotten a little better. Herbert still needs to improve, but you could bring in a guy that could get some limited snaps as a rookie. I think he could be a fun kick returner potentially. I'm not sure if teams view him as that in the NFL. Downey's pretty high on him, top 85 player. I think late 3rd, early 4th is where I had him. So you get him in the 5th, that's pretty good value there. Brugler added this, that Abanikanda doesn't have the contact balance desired for a future NFL back, but he's an instinctive runner with outstanding vision, burst, and runaway gear to be a productive part of a committee backfield. His development as a blocker and receiver will also determine his NFL ceiling. Now, do you guys think the Bears should draft a running back here on Day 3? If you do, Type Y for yes. If you do not, type N for no. Go ahead and let me know what you guys think down in the comments section below. Y for yes, N for no. Should the Bears draft a running back? Day 3 is here, and while we'll be live here on Bears Now for a good chunk of the day, you can catch every single pick in real time on our main Chat Sports YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/chatsportstv. Find out which some of the top remaining players end up getting drafted and which ones don't on Day 3 of the NFL Draft. All right, no 6th-round pick. I'm not doing trades here. John Gaines the second, guard out of UCLA. Again, depth piece, it's the 7th round. Athletic profile stands out again here. Relative athletic score was really high. We'll see where he ends up going. Technique needs to improve, but he's got versatility, played at some different spots on the offensive line at UCLA, fits his zone scheme. I think as a backup guard, if he's there in the 7th round, it's great value. I mean, Downey's got him as kind of a 4th round, 5th round type of guy, but you get on day 3, guys, kind of go all over the place. So, if he were to fall like he did in this mock, that'd be great. I think if you got him in the 5th or 6th, that would even be pretty good value. So John Gaines the second, I add him here, backup guard type that can compete for a roster spot on the Bears 53-man roster. And then with the final pick here for the Bears, Ochaun Mathis, edge out of Nebraska. Good size, good pass rush ability, was a big recruit coming out of high school. TCU transferred to Nebraska, had a decent season this year, I think late in the draft. Could be a guy with a little bit of upside that teams could add. You got elite length here, some flexibility on the body as well. And interesting about him is he kind of peaked early in college, which is why he's going to go late in the draft. Guys that don't improve throughout college scare NFL teams off, and that was certainly the case with Mathis, who peaked back in 2020. So keep that in mind as well. Brugler added this. Mathis has impressive physical traits with his size, measurables, and athletic tools, but his play strength and pass rush instincts are underdeveloped. His raw talent is better than his tape, making him a potential draft and develop rusher for an NFL team. So, maybe he's a practice squad stash. Maybe he fights and makes a roster. We'll just have to wait and see. Grade my day 3 mock draft for the Bears, A, B, C, D, or F. Let me know down in the comments what you think about my picks. And if you have some different picks, feel free to drop them down below. Real quick, we'll take a look at some top players available. Chandler Zavala, the interior lineman for NC State. You've got Anthony Bradford. Luke Wypler, again, I think he's probably in play at 103. We'll keep an eye on that early on in the draft here on the 3rd day. Edge rushers, Colby Wooden, he's an interesting player. Good size at 270. He could come off the edge for this team. Isaiah McGuire's a player that I really like as well. You look at the interior. Listen, Adetomo Adebawore, do they consider going with another interior defensive lineman at 103? He played some edge in college, so he could give you some of that versatility. Carl Brooks, Moro Ojimo, Keandre Coburn sitting there as well. We talked about Israel Abanikanda. You got Roschon Johnson, Zach Evans, Chase Brown, some good running backs still available here on the board. Wide receiver, Tyler Scott. We'll see if the Bears draft a wideout today. I did not have them drafting one here, but I wouldn't be surprised if they want to go with a guy like Scott or A.T. Perry, who's got potential. Charlie Jones, good route runner and return specialist. So got some options there. Parker Washington. Tight ends, I'm intrigued by Zach Kuntz out of Old Dominion. Josh Wiley is sitting there. Davis Allen, he's got a good athletic profile. The Bears met with Payne Durham, the tight end out of Purdue. So still some notable guys at notable positions. Certainly still some talent out there that Ryan Poles and company can find to improve this roster. So we will have you covered for it all tomorrow. So subscribe. We'll see you guys, I should say today, here in a few hours. Filming this the night before, just full disclosure. We'll see you guys in a few hours. Day 3 NFL Draft. Let's get it.